Pieces, girl. Um, hey guys, my name is Leslie T. From Odessa, Texas, and I'm a recovering alcoholic addict. I celebrated 9 months of sobriety yesterday, and I'm truly, truly grateful for that. God has blessed me with a new date of life, and after 27 years of addiction and just not doing what I need to do with my life, He's turned my life around and He's given me another chance to breathe, and so for that, I'm truly grateful. Um, I come to you today, I was asked, and they say, when you're asked, you step up and you do what you got to do. And I'm here because I know that there's somebody out there that's really got to hear what I have to say. And so hopefully, for anybody out there that's struggling or anybody that's even if you got just a day is a day, and it matters. 5 minutes matters. It's something. So keep your strength and keep your hope and keep your faith and keep true to this program. But I like to start off by saying that without my 12 steps, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I started at about 14 years old. It's when I was introduced to alcohol and drugs. And I figured out at a very young age that was a way that I could take away any pain or anything that I was going through in my life, any emotions, drowned it out. It made it go away and I didn't feel anything. And I like that. I like that feeling. I like that knowing that I could erase and I didn't have to feel what I had to feel. And so for me, I ran with it. I drowned out any emotion whatsoever in my life. And I knew that with drugs and alcohol, I could just make everything go away. So I thought. And I went through life and I experienced more and more with everything. Alcohol always being my solid ground of everything that I was doing. But I went through a lot of hardship in life. I went through a lot of turmoil, but it didn't stop me. I kept going because I never really felt it. I was always drowning anything and everything out. As time went on, and I kept going on with my life, and I thought I was living the life. I was the party girl. I was able to be somebody that I wasn't truly. I really wasn't. It gave me like this sense of confidence. I was able to be loud and happy-go-lucky and friendly, and people liked me, and I was fun, and it was just so great to have around. I was the social butterfly. I had arrived, like they say. But I was hurting. I was hurting deep down inside, but I didn't let it show because I was never truly myself. As time went on, I also suffer really bad with codependency, don't we all? And so for me, I also figured out that alcohol not only made me fun, but it made me attractive. And I was able to get guys. I was able to get guys to pay attention to me because I was fun. Leslie will do it. She does anything. She's having fun. And so I went through a series of my true loves, as we like to say. I fell in love. I found the one. Yeah. So I experienced a lot of abuse, physical, emotional, mental, and I just I was consumed more by my alcoholism because it if I didn't know it happened, then it didn't really happen, and I was able to drown that out. And the physical abuse, not so much as you can get bruises heal, cuts heal, broken bones heal, but the emotional and the mental abuse that I suffered throughout the many, many years just dove me so deep into my disease. I wanted to drown out who I was and what I was dealing with, I wanted it to go away. So I just dove deeper and deeper and deeper. And then I met my first husband, and I thought, oh, this is the one. No, this one really is the one. And believe it or not, I went away on a weekend trip for 4th of July and ended up moving away 1,600 miles from home with no family, no friends, no nothing. Quit my job, up and moved because I met my husband. I was happy. We were partying, we were living the life. Everything was great. So I thought, and then I got pregnant. I wasn't supposed to be able to have children. So I was kind of excited. I was like, okay, maybe this is a new chapter for my life. And for 6 months, I was extremely sick. I was extremely ill. I was trying so hard to just continue on with this pregnancy, dealing with the mental and emotional abuse that I was dealing with a man that I barely knew, but he was the love of my life. At 24 weeks, I went into early labor and I gave birth to my son. He weighed 1 pound, 2 ounces. And I had to grow up really fast. I lived in the NICU for 35 days. And then my son passed away. I didn't know what to make of that, but I knew what would fix it. I knew what would make the pain go away. And I drowned my life away and tried every day to move forward and just go through with life as an empty shell, but extremely inebriated, so I didn't feel any of that pain. Not dealing with my son's death, just going through the motions. And that's what I did. I continued to go on, and I continued to live this life, not feeling anything, not dealing with anything, not handling my pain. I got married again, and I spent 11 years in a loveless marriage, and it was hard. But throughout that entire marriage, I used my addiction to deal with anything and everything. So I really wasn't present. In 2019 is when I found the rooms of AA, because people had mentioned, hey, you might be an alcoholic. And I was like, oh no, I'm not one of them. I have real problems, definitely not one of them. They don't understand what I'm going through. So I went to the rooms to appease people. Hey, yeah, okay, I'm an alcoholic. Then I'd go out to my car and I'd drink my vodka and, I'd go home. And that's how I went through the times. And then it got really bad where life was no longer fun and fun with problems. Life was just problems. And it was really bad. And I went to treatment for the first time because I wanted to save my marriage. I wanted to keep my family. I wanted to be right. So I was like, okay, I'll do everything that I need to keep everybody happy. I went to treatment, got out, stayed sober for a couple of months. And then I was right back on that train and back to not dealing with my problems, not dealing with my issues, not doing what I was supposed to. Wound up back in treatment again. And at this point, I was like, I really don't have anything to live for. So it's a 30-day vacation. Okay, fine. There's not people on my back, whatever. Everybody's given up on me. Nobody cares. So it is what it is. Did 30 days of treatment, got out, hit the liquor store. Second I got out, learned nothing, didn't do anything because I wasn't an alcoholic. I had real problems and just people were not getting that. They could not understand where I was coming from. And then my life hit rock bottom. Now my rock bottom, it had a basement and a trap door and I was digging a hole. That was my rock bottom. And I didn't have anything to live for. Family had cut me off. My husband had left me. I lost my home. I lost my dogs. Had lost everything. Had nothing. I didn't think I had anything to live for. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take my life. Nobody needs me here. I'm a waste of time, wasted space. It's funny that man upstairs has different plans for you. It's not what you want. It's his will and it's his way. I decided that one night I was going to take my life. It was November 13th. I was going to take my life. And so I took about 30 different medications. Couldn't tell you what they were. They were different pills. Drank about 4/5 of vodka and went to sleep. I had a friend come take me to the hospital, and I decided, okay, fine, I'll give treatment one more try. Got into treatment, told my counselor, I'm only here to detox. I've got a plan, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take care of it. On November 15th, I went over to residential. I sat down with the big book. I opened it up. I looked up and I said, God, this is really what you want from me? I'm willing to give it a try. And I haven't looked back since. I had my spiritual awakening at that moment. And I mean, they could have told me to dress up like a chicken and dance on the tables, and I would have done it for my sobriety. I would have done anything just to be free. I was ready to be free of all these demons and everything. And I was ready to feel. After 15 years, my son being gone, I'm dealing with it. I've grieved him. I miss him. It hurts. The pain is there. What I know now is that sobriety is a whole new life for me. And for me, it gives me the strength and the ability to be able to help someone else that feels defeated, beaten, and broken, and there to lift a hand and to lift them up. And I have that ability now, and I can help others, and I can share. And there's far more to share, but I don't have the time. But maybe hopefully one time, you guys, I'll be able to share my story with you. But that's what this has given me. It's given me the strength and the ability to find God, a God of my understanding, my higher power, and love for myself. I'm going to be 40 years old in a month, and I'm barely learning how to love Leslie. And I'm okay with that. I'm good. But you know what? I'm sober. And right now, I have a loved one. He just relapsed, and I'm on the other side, and I'm having to go through that in this early in sobriety. And he's had to go to treatment, and I've had to see him struggle and fall and be broken. And I have to keep my head high, and have to keep my faith, and have to be there for him, because I know what it's like to be on that end. So not only am I working on my own sobriety, but I'm helping a loved one. And you can do it. Anybody can do it. It's possible. And we're all here. And everybody and anybody that's in this room knows firsthand that there's a way. And these 12 steps are definitely the way. That's all I have to share, you guys. Thank you.